There is a new warning about those spray-on sunscreens that are so popular, especially when you have kids. Consumer Reports magazine is warning parents not to use the sprays as the FDA continues their investigation. The government is studying whether or not the sprays can be harmful when they are inhaled by children. The FDA has not come out with any decisions just yet, but Consumer Reports has now taken one of those spray sunscreens off of their recommended products for children. And joining us this morning to talk more about it, Dr. Matthew Knight with Knight Dermatology, downtown Orlando. Great to see you.
Thanks for having me again.
Always a pleasure.
Thanks.
Okay, so let's talk about this. What is the danger here of inhaling something like this?
So sunscreens use all different kinds of chemicals, and some of them are nanoparticles that are really small, and they enable you to use the sunscreen without it being obvious. Remember those old surfers or lifeguards with the white stuff on their noses? So the FDA is worried, and I think appropriately, that spraying these about, you can inhale them, and while they're not a problem when applied topically, if they're inhaled, there could be another problem. And the problem is we just don't know. So I think it's appropriate that we take a step back and see what's going on.
So do you like this FDA advice just to hang back from using this for a little while?
You know, I don't like spray-on sunscreens at all. One of the worst sunburns I ever got was with a spray sunscreen. You know, I was at the beach and I used it when it was new, and I thought, oh, isn't this great? And I had this perfect line where it was red and then it was white on my arm. And so I thought, this probably isn't good for my patients, but it's been borne out, and that patients get really bad sunburns sometimes using these products because they don't apply very well. They get blown away by the wind. And now we've got this other concern that you could be inhaling some nasty things when you're doing it. I really think it's best at this point that we just use the regular lotion that's available.
Let's talk about all the things that we spray, because if this is an issue with the sunscreen, why would it not be an issue with hairspray, with any kind of aerosol that you're using, if you're Lysoling the bathroom? I mean, we're breathing all that stuff in too.
It's a great point, and you know, I don't have an answer for you on that one. I think the FDA is looking at some of those things, and an interesting point is that I often recommend makeup that has zinc oxide in it, like a mineral-based makeup. There's some concern that the powder from that might be a problem if it's inhaled as well. So this is a field we need to explore and learn more about, but it potentially is a concern.
All right, so in the meantime, Doc, just use the lotion.
Just use the lotion and use enough, use it appropriately. There's great zinc oxide-based sunblock out there that's been shown to be just fine, even using nanotechnology for the skin, especially for the young ones, and use it and make sure you get it on during the summer and you'll be fine.
All right, Dr. Matthew Knight.
Thanks so much.
Check him out, downtown Orlando. Always great to see you. Thanks for coming in this morning. John.